Hey Rose, going to make a video for you since we didn't meet on Wednesday. We're going to be solving trig equations, and there are sample problems that you could check out on pages 312 and 313 of your text. But I'm going to do some of the class exercises that start in the middle of the page on page 314. And again, I'll go fairly quickly, so because I know you can rewind the video. Okay, so the directions for all of these are solve for x, where x is between 0 and 2 pi. So all the x values are going to be on the unit circle. Problem number 1 is 2 cosine x plus root 3 equals 0. 2 cosine x plus root 3 equals 0. And to be honest, we kind of do as much algebra as we can. So, to get cosine x by itself, you would move root 3 to the right side of the equation. It would become a negative root 3. And now you have 2 cosine x equals negative root 3. And I would divide by 2. And lo and behold, on the left side, you get cosine of x. And on the right side, you get negative root 3 over 2. And guess what? That's a memorized angle, right? I know that the cosine of pi over 6 is root 3 over 2, right? That's kind of the reference angle, but I want cosine to be negative. So you say, hey, where is cosine negative? You should be thinking quadrants 2 and 3. So it's pi over 6 in the second and third quadrant. So x would be 5 pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6. So this one has two solutions. Of course, I'm kind of defaulting to radians, but 5 pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6 would be the same as 150 degrees or 210 degrees. Those are also acceptable answers. So that's about it. You want to try to get down to one trig function and isolate it and then use your knowledge of the unit circle. I'm going to do one more with you right here. And then I'll probably pause for another video. So problem 3 on the same page says sine of 2x equals negative 1. And, the first thing I think of is, hey, sine of 2x, that's a double angle. But I'm going to get that out of my head because really, what is this? Sine of 2x equals negative 1. It's like sine of some angle equals negative 1. So I say to myself, where does sine equal negative 1? That's a quadrantal angle. That's where my angle is down at 270 or 3 pi over 2. So remember, it's sine of 2x equals negative 1. So 2x would be equal to 3 pi over 2, right? So because it's sine of 2x, so 2x itself has to equal 3 pi over 2. And then if you solve that, and you divide by 2, you get 3 pi over 4. Now guess what? You're not quite done because at the end of the problem, you took half. And remember, I want all the answers where x is between 0 and 2 pi. So if you think about it, if x has to be between 0 and 2 pi, then 2x has to be between 0 and 4 pi, just by kind of doubling that inequality. So not only getting back to the original problem, sine of 2x equals negative 1. Well, we said, hey, sine is equal to negative 1 at 3 pi over 2, but if I loop around the circle again, sine is equal to negative 1 at 3 pi over 2 plus another loop around the circle. That's actually going to be down at 7 pi over 2. If you think about it, it's a loop around the circle added to 3 pi over 2. So 3 pi over 2 plus another 2 pi is 7 pi over 2. So what I have on my paper is 2x equals 7 pi over 2. So x would be 7 pi over 4. So a little bit confusing, but your two solutions are 3 pi over 4 and 7.